Hey guys, sorry this is coming a little on the late side. It was originally supposed to be a sort of Halloween special thing, even though it's not spoopy, but that's what it was intended to be, was a Halloween special Q&A of sorts. I had a bunch of my friends throw questions at me, because they sometimes do that anyways, so I figured, you know what, let's just make a big old grandiose thing about it. But alas, excuses are rampant. As you can see, I'm recording this 8 days after Halloween, over a week, technically, between grandparents and a work injury, and then just needing a day off to do nothing because I was tired from back-to-back things being in my way. This was the first day I could have gotten to it without it feeling like I was just forcing it because I just needed to do it, even though I still need to do it, but whatever, we're here now and that's what matters. So, we've got 20 plus-ish questions here. Some of them are a little more actual questions, and others are ones that I just pulled from things that were going on at the time and figured, fucking whatever. Why not? It might make for some decent entertainment or something. I don't know. Um, I don't know if I'll say everyone's name and the question number. I might just say the question, or I might just answer it and assume you read it because it's all here, and I don't know why you wouldn't be able to see it all at once. Because you can. So, pay attention, and let's just get right into it. Question number 1 comes from Cass. I just call him Cass. What is your favorite color? To that I say blue. If you're curious about the shade, uh, I don't know. Depending on the day, it might be a lighter or a darker shade. I don't know. It's blue, as long as it's blue. And number 2, what is your quest in life? Um, I don't know. I don't check the quest log that often. And I turned off the little HUD display. I don't even know if I have a main quest anymore, or if I'm done with that, and now everything else is just a bunch of side quests. Hell, for all I know, I could be done with those and I'm just on Radiant quests all the time, so... I don't know. Maybe I'll go into the settings and toggle something on and see what it tells me later. 3. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen Ernest flying away from zone explosive mines? And to that I say, I have figured out that that is a Monty Python reference of some kind. And, to spoil question number 4, no, I have not watched Monty Python, so I can't answer that question. But, don't sue me, it's on the list. It's pretty decently high up there. I'm not a huge moviegoer. I like some, but I'm not like watching a movie every night or something. So, I will watch it eventually, trust me. But, as of right now, I got nothing. Question 5 comes from Willie. How many egg? 3, and sunny side up. Melka, question 6, is asking, if you were to eat a Varelsi, would you saute it? No. I would have it steamed and served with a side of melted butter. And then, bonus question / question 7, are you a furry? No, I took a shower and shaved when I got up this morning. Q asks, can I play? No. No, you can't. This is a solo experience. You may, however, watch, and you may learn. MX asks, is Nico pizza? I did have pizza today, actually, oddly enough. It was a little on the burnt side, but still edible, still good. Is Nico is bear? I am a big-ass fucking bear. And if I have big-ass fucking claws, how can I use a keyboard? Well, sometimes being a big guy means having a light touch. Just gotta use the little tips of those nails, just tick, 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 right on the tip of the keyboard. Is my desktop a toaster? No. My last one, and I actually did make this joke, and he doesn't know about it because I met him, like, way after, but I actually have been making a joke about how my old desktop was literally just a toaster, but like use polymerization on a toaster and a 4-function calculator. Like, that's what my old computer was. The new one is not that. It's good. It's not god tier. But it gets the job done. Pongus. You know, I actually looked that up and saw that it was some type of browser game, and I played it for a few minutes. I went 1-1, losing the first one, but I came back with the second one. I never did the tiebreaker, though. Probably should have done that. So, I guess. Green Eggplants and Ham asks, why though? Why not? Just, why not? Cass asks, favorite bad one to play that's not Wrath or Boulder. Now see, I'm not entirely sure why Boulder is there. Like, I get Wrath being there as part of the question, because Wrath, anyone who knows me knows Wrath, but I think it was just because I got put on playing Boulder a lot over the past week or two, so I guess that's why Boulder's in there. I don't know. Honestly, probably any melee, I guess. I mean, I more or less pretty evenly enjoy a lot of the cast. Atticus is fun, Deandy's fun. I think I like the Generate a lot now that I think about it. But, I don't know, whoever. Really, the Pendler is also pretty fun. But I'd probably have to give it down to either Atticus or Deandy. Just 'cause, I guess? I don't know. Question 10. Are you single? Yes, and I am not entirely sure if I'm ready to mingle or not. Have you played any sports growing up? Not exactly. I was never on a team for anything, and whenever something like that came up in class, or whether for gym class or during recess or whatever, back when recess was a thing in elementary school, may you rest in peace, I wasn't, I didn't really get to play that much. Even when we were playing soccer in elementary school in recess, I would not get past the ball, like, ever, almost. Which is kind of weird, because when I did get it, I actually wasn't awful. Or wasn't awful for, 4th, 5th grade, but whatever. So, not exactly, but I guess I kind of did a little here and there, sort of. Dream job not working. Anyone who knows me might question, well, what about YouTube? And to that I say, well, my dream job is to not have to work at all, and just being able to do YouTube when and how I feel like it. But not having to do it is just... But that's a completely separate argument, my guy. Favorite animal? I don't know. Maybe a lion or something like that? Tiger? Rhinoceros? Elephant? Those things are cool. Gorillas or monkeys? I don't know. Dogs? I guess if you count magical beasts, then pretty much any magical beast, if you want to count those as animals, you want to get into, like, mythology stuff. If you want to go so far as to count a dragon as an animal, as far as your classification is concerned, then dragon, because dragon. How long have you been playing games, and what's the first one you've played? My first game was Pokemon Yellow version for, I think it was technically just for the Game Boy, but I had it on a Game Boy Advance, because it was my bloodfather's, and he was actually getting it and a couple other games for himself for when he was going to go overseas on a tour. He was in the military at the time, but he let me play it for a little bit because I just so happened to be visiting with him on the weekend when he got it or whatever. And so he let me play, while he was driving and stuff, and he saw how much I liked it, and he just let me keep it. So, Pokemon Yellow, ever since I was a little kid. I think that was probably around the age of 4-ish at the time. I'm not entirely sure exactly how old I was, because that was pretty much around the beginning of when I actually still have memories. But, yeah, there you go. Kaede said, flood the survey box, buddy, keep up the pressure. How often does this kind of opportunity come along? Because they were talking about, me offering to have them send me questions / asking for them to ask me stuff. And one of the other guys, Sam, which you'll see in a later question, is kind of the one that asks most of the questions most of the time, if we have downtime between stuff going on. So that's just what that was about. But you'd be surprised how often that opportunity actually comes along. If you have to ask the question, then you'd probably be surprised at the answer. And that is my answer. Question 15. What 3 items, not food, would you bring with you on a desert island? Or a desert island? Candied island. Anyways, shout out to Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. if I could take 3 items, and I don't know why most or more people don't say this. I actually haven't ever heard anyone say this. A teleporter? Can I just have a working, functioning, flawless teleporter with me? You didn't give me any restrictions. And if that's too much, fine. Then one item is the pieces of the teleporter, another one is instructions for it, and the third one is whatever other means, maybe like a power source if you want to really split hairs or something. Just as long as those 3 items as a whole result in teleporter, then bada bing, bada boom, bada bum. I'm gonna just get up out of there. Easy. And then question 16, siblings, only child. I do actually have a sibling, and I am not an only child. I have a little brother named Johnny, and he's about 3 3/4, 3 years and 3/4 of a year, or like, I think 8-ish months younger than me, something like that. 17, do I want a Switch? I wouldn't strictly say I want a Switch, so much as I want some of the games that are going to be on it, / are on it. So, I guess I'd kind of have to get a Switch at some point if I want to play them. So, there you go. Favorite game? I can never do a favorite game. People ask this and I can never give them one answer. I can give you some of my favorite game / series, but I am not giving you a single favorite game. Oh, excuse me. Apologies if anyone could hear that. Kingdom Hearts, Borderlands, Battleborn, those are pretty good. Pokemon is great. Depending on the day, a couple other things like, Zelda, stuff like that. There's a lot of good things out there. But as far as single favorite is concerned, I don't think I can do that, you guys. Dungeons and Dragons too, whatever. We're gonna actually do question 19 last, because that one's a doozy. So we're gonna skip ahead to question 20. Why do you feel dead inside? Why don't you? Alright, now that we're done skipping ahead, on to question 19. Sam asks, suppose you are taking a walk in the woods, alone. After walking for several hours, you find an injured man beside a tree. He appears to have suffered a nasty wound to the head. The nature of the wound is unclear. You cannot tell how he received the wound, but you can see that he is bleeding profusely. The man spots you and begs you to end his suffering. His words are slurred, implying that he may not be in a stable mental state. By this time, the man has lost a lot of blood. It may be possible for you to get him to a hospital in time to save his life, but the trauma combined with blood loss would make recovery difficult, but not impossible. You are certain that no one would know if you choose to end the man's suffering, or if you choose to simply walk away. What would you do in this circumstance? And just play it by ear. Boom. Solved. There go, like, all of those infinite to, at worst case, pseudo-infinite, or I guess that'd be best case, actually. Probably. Pseudo-infinite possibilities, I just play by ear. All these are the people like, I would kill him, I would save him, what do I have on me? Why am I in the woods alone at this hour in the first place? If I'm out here, I must have a reason, and if so, what if I have equipment on me because of that reason? What if I was out hunting? Maybe my hunting equipment can help me. It's like, my guy. I just play it by ear. Boom, solved, GG, easy. And there we go. That's all 20 some odd plus questions done. Now that that's over, this video is also over. So if anyone has made it through all the way, thank you so much for watching, and happy late Halloween. Happy really, really late Halloween. Ooh, I'm sorry this took so long. This will be uploaded, like, immediately, right when I get off this, so you guys should see this probably in another 15-20 minutes. I don't think it... Actually, you guys might even see it in 10 minutes. So, I guess I'll see you, or you guys will see me, in just a few minutes. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time. Reese's Pieces, everyone.